In this lesson, I'm going to reflect on the balance of exposition when you're writing your screenplay. When writing a screenplay, we're always wondering about how much information the audience needs to know in order for them to be intrigued. How much exposition, explaining the plot, does the audience need in order to be curious about that film and get the story? We don't want to have too much information or too little. And yes, this is as confusing as it sounds. Side note, to find the balance of how much exposition or information the audience needs, the best way in my experience is to A, listen to your gut instinct, and B, ask someone to read the screenplay to see what they get and don't get. Even after I complete my film, to make sure I hit the perfect balance of information and exposition, I test screen my film several times to a small audience and listen to their feedback. The question to your personal taste is, how much would you like to hide and how much would you like the audience to know? If you want, you can also decide to make your film so that no one gets it. That's fine, as long as you are exploring something you're interested in. How much we explain depends also on the financial structure of your film. If you have financiers, then you might have to swallow some artistic pride. Let's continue and get back to the core question. How much information does the audience need in order to understand or be interested in the story? This question should haunt you throughout the writing process because it challenges you and in the end trains you to learn how to explain yourself. I'm fond of things being very clear in my first writing round, and in the second round, I use the metaphor of the dark side of the moon because in the second round, I start to hide selective clarity. This is not as robotic as it sounds because I often write something I don't understand at first and then go the other way around and add clarity. As usual, there is no right or wrong here, but the point of these words is to help you become more aware of playing with the balance of exposition. The metaphor of dark side of the moon, playing with this balance, is a wonderful tool. We want enough clarity portioned with darkness. The aim is to invite the audience to lean forward to try and peek behind the moon, curious to see if they can see what lies within the darkness.